Hello and welcome to the informational video on the product rule. Haha, okay, so product rule, what happens when I multiply exponents with same basis? What do I do? Maybe I want to restart the video. I don't know if I used the right words, but we'll pretend I did. Pretend I did. So again, what do I get when I do x3 times x5? You probably already remember from last year. Let's pretend you don't, although I want to pretend you do. Um, Again, x3 would be x times x times x, and x5 would be x times x times x times x times x. Me and all my x's, right? Ha 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 ha. I don't have 8 of them, right? So I've got 3 here, I've got 5 here. They're all connected with multiplication. I put them together, and how many x's do I have? I have 8, right? So what's the shortcut for doing that instead of writing it out every time? Well, how do I get 8 from 3 and 5? I add them. So x to the a times x to the b makes x to the a plus b. This is the product rule. Okay. Very, very important here. I wonder if that's what this says. Important. That is what that says. Now, is this what I was thinking in my head? They need to be the same blank to combine exponents. Let's pretend this is like a Dora episode. What goes here? Is that what Dora would say? I don't know. Important. They need to be the same base to combine exponents. So I do not take x to the 3 times y to the 2 and make some sort of x y to the 5 nonsense. Okay? No, this is illegal, right? Same thing, if I have like 2 to the 3 times 5 to the 2, I do not make this 10 to the 5. No. Okay? I cannot put them exponents together like that. That would be bad. These are not same bases. If I had I should switch to green so that you know this is right. Because some of us can't always hear what I'm saying, but they can see, I think. So if I have 2 to the 3 times, I don't know, 2 to the 4, I can put these together and make 2 to the 7. Okay. Notice I do not multiply the 2's and say 4 to the 7. Okay. It's 2 to the 7. This is good. This is what Mr. Smith wants you to do. Okay. So let's run through a few examples here and how I want you to show your work on the assignment for today, and then we'll all smile and probably have a great day. And we should all say one thing we're thankful for real quick. Let's think of one thing we're thankful for real quick. Question today, what are we thankful for? We're going to do it. I know we already did it. Stop complaining, but it's November, so it's very on brand. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for the great chicken tenders I have in my oven right now that I'm going to eat. What are you thankful for? Share silently in your head. Okay, let's do this. So again, x to the 6 times x to the 3. These are the same bases, so I can combine the exponents, and we have multiplication. That's very important. We have to have multiplication. It does not work if it's addition or subtraction or something like that, okay? But we have multiplication, so I can put these together. X to the 6 times x to the 3. I can add the exponents. 6 plus 3. This makes x to the 9. Okay, good. Ooh, 5x times 3x2. So we talked about this when we talked about our exponent basics. A reminder that the coolest thing about multiplication is that it's commutative and associative, which means that you can reorder it how you want. So this is how I would want you to do this on the homework. Even though you could probably do this in your head, I want you to do this on the homework. First off, this guy that does not have an exponent, I want you to give him a 1. Then I want you to reorder this so the numbers come first, then the variables. Then, once you have it reordered and nicely neat and organized, then you can write the answer and you can simplify this. Okay, so I want to see this step. I want to see write down the problem, and then I want to see the answer. Okay, so this makes 15x3, right? 3 times 5 is 15. x1, x2, add them together, x3. Okay, this guy over here. Again, this is all multiplication right here because I don't see anything else. Even though there's parentheses, they don't matter here because everything's multiplication and multiplication is associative. So parentheses don't matter since everything's multiplication. Again, what I would want you to see, what I would want to see you do here is reorder it. So I'd want you to organize it. So put the x's together and then put your y's And then now you can combine them. So x3 times x2, again, you are adding the exponents. Don't accidentally multiply them. 3 plus 2 is 5. Y6 times y9, add the exponents y15. So this is x15. No, I said that wrong. This is x to the power 5, y to the power 15. Good. I meant to do that. Count how many times I say something wrong in this video. You probably can't hear me. My audio is probably being weird. Okay, so let's do this. Again, what I would want to see you do here is I'd want to see you fill in little ones for the variables that don't have exponents. I would want to see you organize this. So write 5 times -7 times x2. Oh, Mr. Smith, do we have to do that? Yes. Yes, you do. Because I'm in charge, and so I get to make the rules. Ha 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 ha. So you have to organize it. Then once you have it organized, then you can start simplifying it. So 5 times -7 is -35. x2 times x1 is x3 because I'm adding the exponents. y3 times y2 is y5. And z1 is just z1. Now we would normally just write z. I'll put z1 just to be cute. All right, last one. And I hope you'll look at this and you honestly get excited because this is kind of fun. It's kind of relaxing. You know, back a couple of years ago, I sorted my entire Lego part collection. Took me over 2 years, but it was fun. I mean, you just dig through pieces and you put them in the right tote, and you slowly get everything sorted. And then it's just so satisfying at the end when you look at it and you're like, wow, look at all these pieces and all these totes, and they're all sorted. That's kind of what you're doing here, right? And again, this is not hard. This is not hard. Okay, we just we just reorder it and then we count up how many we have. We open the packet of Skittles. We pour them all out on the floor, which is clean because I vacuum often. And then I sort them by color into piles, and then I count up how many of the Skittles I have in each pile. That is literally what you are doing here. Okay, so I'm going to reorder so the numbers come first. Sometimes I like to cross them off as I do them to make sure that I get everybody and I don't skip anybody. So again, I'm putting the numbers first. Then I'm going to start putting the X's. Then I'll put the Y's. I usually put my Y after my X, and I was kind of making like some sort of like joke about my X's, but I know you guys aren't laughing because it's not funny. And you're right. Um, I forgot that somebody else is going to be showing this video and not me, so ignore all my commentary, please. Watch this video on mute. Mute it right now. No more audio. 2 to the 3, again, means 2 times 2 times 2, so this is 8. Well, this part you can just type in your calculator, right? Just type that part in your calculator. 2 to the power 3 is 8 times 2 is 16. Or no, yeah. Okay, I've lost my brain. I haven't had my nuggets yet, and it's 6 p.m. 2 to the 3 is 8, times 2 is 16, times -2 is -32. Again, you could type that whole thing in your calculator. And then, again, add the exponents here. X to the 102. Add the exponents here. Y to the 109. Add the exponents here. I really do want to re-record the video to get rid of my commentary, but that would take a lot of time, and I have to play War Thunder. So, there we go. This looks good. Hey, as a reminder, we talked about this at the beginning here, but how do you type in an exponent on your calculator? Hey, let's all look at my, oh, I'm not going to be able to point. On your calculator, you look for this up arrow button that looks like this on a blue calculator. I think it's the same on the yellow calculator. Let me draw. I believe it's right about here. Looks like this. So again, if I wanted to do 2 to the power 3, I would type in 2 up arrow 3, and then I could type in like times 2 times -2, and I could figure that out without having to do it by hand. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. What I want you to do on the assignment is I want you to write the problem, I want you to reorganize it, and then combine it. So I want to see those 3 steps. That's what I'm checking for Monday. You're working on this worksheet in Schoology. you stop at problem 20. If you finish early, don't annoy the sub, do something else. Yeah. You do not need to do that for the number ones. Obviously, the ones where you don't have to reorganize it, you don't have to reorganize it. Maybe what you would do here is you'd say 4 to the 2, 4 to the 2 is 4 to the 4, and then you'd actually type that in your calculator and tell me what it equals. Okay, good. Bye. See you Monday.